MLM, is it a legit business or a pyramid scheme in disguise? What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Brandon, aka Be the Marketing Dude, and I've been wanting to do this video for a minute because I think a lot of people just don't get the right information, right? And so a lot of you guys may not even know what an MLM is. So I'm going to give you that. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give you the definition of a pyramid scheme, and we're going to look into it, right? And so first things first, what is an MLM, right? And so just to put you guys on game, MLM stands for multi-level marketing, right? Another word for it is network marketing. Another word for it could be referral marketing, right? And so MLM is actually a evolution of direct sales. So it's under the direct sales business model. If you don't know what direct sales is usually people that sell to you business to business, door to door. That's where I got my background from. I got my background from basically going business to business in the hot city streets of Houston, Texas, walking around, shirt and tie, Stacey Adams, selling shit in the street, right? And so that was actual job. It was actual 1099 income, and it wasn't under the table, right? It was an actual self-employed business opportunity, right? And so we'll get into it. So that's what MLM is, right? And so you've probably come across these companies, and I'll name some of them, like Beachbody, right? Herbalife, right? Herbalife has been around for a long time. Amway has been around for a long time. And to give you guys a background story, I actually grew up. My mom actually sold Avon products when I was young, when I was a kid. And I didn't even realize until I got older, right? So I kind of grew up in a household where, people had entrepreneurial spirit. My mom was selling Avon, and she did different business opportunities. She ran her own daycare for a period of time as well. My dad, he started a few different businesses, restoration, insurance, right? So it was an entrepreneurial household that I lived in growing up, right? And so I was kind of blessed in that sense, right? And so, but a lot of people get these companies and think, let me see, can y'all even see? A lot of people look at these companies, let me see if I can block some of this light. So yeah, a lot of people look at these companies and they call them pyramid schemes, and we gotta look at that, right? Because where does that word really come from? Where does the word pyramid scheme really come from? And so I named a few companies, like I said, Avon, Herbalife, and all of these companies have legitimate products. A lot of people who buy these products. Another one could be Advocare at one point in time, right? And so these are popular products in the marketplace, and a lot of people are spending money on them, but they get the rep as a scheme. Let's dig into it. So where does the word pyramid scheme come from? I actually pulled it up on my computer right here, and it comes from a guy by the name of Charles Ponzi. So pyramid scheme is technically just a spinoff of the word Ponzi scheme, right? And it comes from the guy Charles Ponzi. He was an Italian guy, came to America, and he got known from swindling people. And so what his swindle was what he was basically doing. When it goes in detail here, he was basically telling investors that they would get they would get a 50% profit within 45 days, right? So he would get investors to invest into his business opportunity and say they would get a 50% profit within 45 days. And what he was actually doing was he really wasn't profiting. He was just paying old investors with money from newer investors, if that makes sense. And so, in a sense, it was just nothing more than a old school blessing loan, right? And so there was really no product. It really wasn't making money. He was just really sliding money through people's hands to the top investors, and the people at the bottom wasn't eating. Now, for some reason in history, people somehow associated what Charles Ponzi did with MLM network marketing. And I promise you guys, this is probably going to be the only video that you see that goes into detail about it like this, right? And so, let's go deeper. Amway. Amway is one of the first network marketing companies that were created like early 1900s, right? One of the first, maybe first out of first, it was maybe the first three out of the first three. It was like one of those, right? And so Amway makes its wave, right? They're selling soap, they're selling toothpaste, they're selling, if you know anything about Amway, Amway has a lot of different products, right? I've met people that made a lot of money in Amway. They have a lot of different products, from, health products to beauty products to, you name it, soap, toothpaste, right? They have a lot of products, right? And so what happened was the FTC, the Federal Trade, whatever they call that shit, Center, whatever, the FTC, they said, we think Amway is running an illegal pyramid scheme. Now, I don't know how they claim that Amway was running a pyramid scheme. Some people may say that they only make money from the people that they recruit, right? Some people may say that. But when it comes down to actual products, right, you can't make money unless you're really selling products, right? And so some people may then say, well, the only way that they're moving products is through the people that they're actually recruiting. And right, and that's an accusation that, people can't actually prove. So what ended up happening is, after 4 years of litigations, right, they finally said, you know what, Amway is a legitimate business model. It's not a pyramid scheme, right? But that moniker of pyramid scheme ran with the industry, right? So nowadays, you'll see somebody and they'll approach them in a certain way, or they'll have a business opportunity, and for uneducated people that just work a regular 9 to 5 that aren't used to that type of business idea of making money, they automatically think pyramid scheme. But in actuality, you're a 1099 contractor, right? You get paid 1099 income when you're in MLM, right? Network marketing, right? I've done 1099 through door-to-door sales. I've done 1099 through contracting, through cable, right? And 1099, you can write it off as a home-based business. You're self-employed. It's 1099 income. So first things first, I got a checklist here, and the first thing says, is it legit? I'm gonna say yes. So why is it legit? First reason why is because it's 1099 income, right? So it's actually reported to the IRS. Second reason is really that's all you need, right? So I'm gonna say it's legit. It's 1099 income. It's a legitimate business opportunity. It's not a scam, right? And so the next question that you may have is, well, shit, can you really make money in this shit? Like, shit, if you can, like, is it real money, right? And so, if you think about a normal franchise, right? Let's say you wanted to, start a Burger King, right? $1 million business. Burger Kings make a lot of money, I assume, right? It's a lot of them, right? So let's say you want to start a Burger King, right? You would probably spend upwards of $100,000 just to start it, right? Franchising fees, getting your building, you start off probably investing $100,000. And I'm just guessing. I don't know if this is real numbers, right? It could be 50, it could be 25, right? But that's your start off, right? And so you got to ask yourself a question. If your expenses, I don't know how much expenses are for running a business like Burger King, but let's say, for instance, that your expenses are low, right? Let's say between employees, all of your equipment, rent, insurance, your expenses come around $20,000 a month. How many $10 burgers, right, do you have to sell? And how much profit do you even make off of each burger, right? And so that's what I want you guys to think about. How much profit do you make, right? Because this is the actuality. Most businesses, regular franchises, take 5 years to get into the green, right? When a business owner invests, they put all their loans out there, they get their assets just to invest in the business. It takes them 3 to 5 years before they get in the green, right? And so with network marketing, MLM, you can start your business for as low as $500. Let's say you started a credit repair network marketing business. You had to start it with $500, right? For each $200 customer that you get, right? Meaning they spent $200 to get your credit repair in this example. Let's say you got $100. So we'll say minus 100. Let's say you get $100. Well, guess what? You only need 5 sales to make your original investment back, right? If you're in a regular franchise, how long do you think before you make your investment back, right? So that's how I like to think of it, man. I watched my dad build a restoration business. And even though in the restoration business you may get big deals, right? You may get a $8,000 job, right? But you are looking at your expenses are so high. You might have $5,000 in expenses, $7,000 in expenses, right? And so what network marketing does, it gives you the ability to work from home, have little to no expenses, and have a lot of upside, right? I've even done insurance, right? Insurance. If you wanted to start an insurance franchise, it may cost you anywhere between $15,000 to $50,000 just to get the licensing for the company. So I want you guys to think about that. How long will it take? How many policies would you have to sell before you get in the green? Right. So can you make money? I say yes. I'm gonna put a check mark. So yes, it's legit. Yes, you can make money. Now the next question that I ask at the bottom here is there time leverage, right? Now I put that there because I've worked in a lot of different business models. I've worked in a lot of different businesses, or even had a lot of different jobs where there was no time leverage within it, right? I did cable for about 3 years as a contractor, right? And as a cable person, as a cable contractor, going into people's houses, hooking up their cable, getting their internet ready, or going into businesses and getting the businesses setting up, and running wires and all of that. On average, you get paid between $1,000 and $2,000 a week, right? But you work an average of 60, 70 hours a week. Right, so to me that's no time leverage, right? Well, in network marketing, right, MLM, you start an online business, credit repair, CBD, doesn't matter, right? Do you have the ability to get time leverage? And to me the answer is yes. And so here's why. If you learn how to master social media to get visitors to your websites and make your numbers, let's say your number is 300 a day, and all you need is 3 sales a day to get to that 300 a day, how long will it take you to get there? Well, in all actuality, if you're working from home, if you're working from your phone, if you're running ads, you're only spending your time talking to qualified people that actually want the service, you could probably do that in less than 5 hours a day, right? So time leverage, right? So another thing about time leverage that I'm looking for is there residual income or leverage in the business model, right? And so, for instance, in the cable business, whereas I was working, 15 hours a day, 12 hours a day, the contractor that I was under right, that created the team, he didn't have to go out to the field, right? He didn't have to go, install the cable and set up the modems and the internet and the cable boxes, right? He just had a team, and so his team was bringing him money, so he had leverage, right? But we didn't, right? Well, the interesting thing about this business model is when you're recruiting and teaching other people how to actually sell whatever product it is, whether it's, travel club, credit, CBD, it doesn't matter, right? The power in it is within your people, right? And so now you're not only working off of your efforts, right? You're working off of your efforts and you're training and mentoring people, you know what I'm saying, to get those same efforts, right? So I believe that if you find the right product or service that actually has demand, right, then you have a business with leverage. So yes, it's legit. Yes, you can really make money depending on the compensation plan, the product, and the services. Of course, some services and products get paid more than others, right? There's some people that are in life insurance based network marketing companies, and yeah, they'll probably get paid thousands of dollars per client because that's a high ticket business model. There's other people that are selling jewelry for $5. So for you, you have a volume business and need to just get more exposure. So I hope this video kind of gave you guys some game about, this business model. Like, is it a scheme? Is it not a scheme? It's really a legit business model, and a lot of people are really seeing the value in it now, especially, with everybody working at home. So I just wanted to give you guys this game so y'all don't, so you can feel safe, so you know that whatever you're investing in, whatever you're getting into, is actually legit.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that video. If you are in a home business and want to learn how you can start attracting more customers to your biz, go to theattractionblueprint.com, and I'll see you guys on the inside.